Y'all come on in, baby. Come on in. I wait for everybody to come on in. 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 Y'all keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come in. Y'all know when I go live. Y'all know I'm going to go live. Keep on coming in. Keep coming in. Keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come on in. That's right. Keep on coming in. Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Come on
There's no budget here at the Boom Boom Room. See, we have no glam squad here. There's no hairstylist, no nail technician, no makeup artist, just you. This is a do-it-yourself type of gig over here, sweetie. So guess what? This will separate the little girl from the women. Now let's get to work.
Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Y'all come on in, baby.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
What's going on?
I'm ready for the after show.
Baby, Miss Jawaka Team, you look beautiful.
Turn your wigs around.
Child, turn your wig around, child. Hey, Cortland. Child, y'all missed the after show. Baby, look. Husband. Can you roll a blunt? Because I'm going to get my just child. We ain't going to be able to...
Child, they done sent me all kind of videos to my inbox.
What kind of videos, Jill? What kind of videos?
Sanctified.
Well, why ain't nobody gave me none?
Oh, they in there. You got them too.
Do I have them for now? Oh, child, I ain't got them.
Oh, yeah.
Child,
Boys in there.
Look here, y'all. Everybody that's on here, if y'all can, if you have some stuff in your refrigerator, not in your refrigerator, but in your cabinets and stuff that you don't need as far as food and pantry stuff, please let me know. Inbox me. I will send you my address because we are having a food drive and we are trying to get some food for the people and all that kind of stuff like that. So inbox me just because my son is having a little like food drive. And you know, we're always trying to do something to give back to the community. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get back to the community. So help us out, Judge. And you can always get your Judge. And Tevin, I'm telling you, my mom is on the child. I'm telling you, look at her.
I see she on it.
She on it. So y'all can get merch and all that. You know what I'm saying?
I got one for already ready.
What's that? Oh, that's cute. What that is? Oh, that's cute.
It's ready for.
That's cute, child. I like that. Child, we're gonna get some merch in here. We're gonna get some Our Point of View merch up in here.
It's coming. It's coming.
We're gonna get when you get when you get your man, you can wear it to the club because it's just your point of view.
Oh, you need to have them for the live show and set up a table. I sit at the table.
Yes, child. We need all of that. You know, we need some sponsors and stuff like that, so we can get
for the live show. It's gonna be amazing.
I'm telling you,
you giving away stuff. What you giving away?
I ain't Cortland. Well, who giving away?
Neil.
He said whatever that people want, he got it.
He giving away 2 tickets to his pageant in 2021.
I'm talking about. I'm an open book, so whatever they ask me, I'm gonna answer.
Oh, okay.
Start the night.
It can start any night.
Oh shoot!
You got a question?
Child, how is it being in all these entanglements, Neil?
You know, it's like a part-time job.
Because it's a lot going on with you, Jeff.
I just got off the phone with one of my friends just now.
And you see, that was part of the red light special.
What? No, the red light special is where I'm at now.
Oh,
but
you got there fast?
I'm already here.
No, he been there.
Oh, I thought that meant.
Oh, you at the red light special? Well, I want a green light tribute.
What you want?
A green light tribute. John Legend said, "Give me the green light."
That's what's saying that.
Yep.
I'm liking my Walker team. You know, even though you are a dude, you too can get your juice with one size. Girl, if I tell you usually all night I'm doing this here on Our Point of View. I have not did this not one time on Our Point of View because I have used my new translucent powder from one size.
You look nice. Very Dorothy Dandridge.
Oh, thank you, Jill.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no.
Dorothy
I got my
Dandridge.
bang. The bang.
The bang.
Okay. You give me
Child,
Barry
if I
Sophia
tell you
McIntosh.
I heard Nia like bangs.
Wait. What you say, Neil?
She gives me Barry Sophia McIntosh.
Junior.
That's nice. That's like, cause that's how Sophia felt when you had said that she was giving her very Bob the drag queen.
Mm-hmm.
You had said Sophia was giving very Bob the drag queen tease. And Sophia,
You gotta
clear.
turn your head to the side and give it some of that deep shoulder action.
Wasn't clear to I-E-I-O. You on that one, Jim. Y'all share the live and like the live, but guess what? So
You know what? It was some things that we didn't talk about earlier.
The pageant stuff, I was waiting on it.
It's
okay,
awful.
but go to it because I also want to go back to something else. But go to that because I also want to talk about something else. But we can talk about that. Go, what you got? What we need to talk about?
Oh, let's talk about like our most shocking moments in pageants to you. What's like your most shocking moments in pageants?
I have probably 3 of them. My 3 most shocking moments in pageants were 3 times I did not win Miss USA at large. Those 3 shocking times in my pageants that I'm gonna say that was mine for me. God damn it.
Tevin, do you have any most shocking moments in pageant?
Why do you always ask the pageants but he don't?
Oh, so you
He
don't have no
alive.
shocking moments.
He got some shocking moments.
Yeah, I was shocked at every pageant up until Vogue.
You won, man.
I was shocked there too. They said you had your winner.
That's why you don't go by what they said.
I don't. That's why I was so shocked. I was shocked and happy.
Well, man.
Oh, we got the same sponsor for the after show as the regular show.
Huh?
We got the same sponsors for the after show as the regular show.
You know,
Yeah, child, but I forgot so I had.
you know, I was when I think of shocking moments,
They say it's the curl for them.
it's okay, so I was completely shocked when I was at Continental and Erica Andrews won. I was very shocked. I almost blacked out at the pageant. I almost passed out. I was that shocked.
Man,
Shut up, man.
she was that bad.
Yes. And then
She just wasn't the winner.
and
In his eyes.
yeah, in my eyes. And then I went a long time without having that moment until, and I like this I like this person a lot. Let me I like this person. The person one I like, but when Ebony Sherry won Universe,
Well, who?
Ebony Sherry won Universe,
Uh-huh.
I thought Gia had won the pageant, and I almost blacked out again.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go and say, look at Joanna T. I'm gonna say another shocking moment for me, and here we go again, and that's because we we got to be honest and all that kind of stuff. Was when Natasha Douglas won Continental Plus, and
That was my one.
I've apologized for like what had happened, how I felt. I stand strong to how I felt, but I'll apologize to her if it hurt her feelings, what I said, and all of that. So we move forward from that. But that was one of the shocking moments.
That's the girl that wore. I think I was there. She wore the Chicago Club swimsuit.
Yeah.
Okay, so who did she beat that year?
It was who was in the pageant?
Pardon me. Who beat me? I want to tell.
She was your contestant. Shavonna was your contestant. And you were promoter of the year.
Nikki Diamond.
Nikki Diamond
was in the pageant.
Oh, I was saying
Shavonna, Nikki Diamond, Simone was in the pageant.
Tell her to put his book out. Marcella put his book out. You know.
Okay, so I was at the pageant. I was at the pageant the year that she won.
It was Natasha. First runner-up was who was it?
I don't know.
I'm thinking.
I know Shavonna was second.
Shavonna was there.
I'll put it this way. I left the I was there when she won the pageant.
Layla.
So I was there when she won the pageant, and I left the pageant feeling like she could have won. Like I left the pageant feeling like, okay, like I didn't black out when they called her as the winner. I didn't black out at all.
You didn't black out, but did you call her as the winner before you left?
I thought that she did good enough to win.
Oh, thank you, Neil.
You did what?
I thought she did good enough to win the pageant.
Oh, okay.
I did. I can't help it. I did. I shouldn't feel no type of
Okay, Javonka Tiva. Right, Savannah.
You know,
I feel the same way.
Was a shocking moment, but was a good shocking moment.
Oh, wait. And I'm so because I always talk about it. And that's why I didn't say that C. Sanders, because I always talk about it. But baby, now that was probably the most shocking moment of my whole entire career. Is when I fell off the stage and broke my mouth, and then still end up winning the pageant. Now that was, and I just because I didn't want to say that because I always talk about it all the time, but that really is like the most shocking.
Hey, that was shocking because I was watching the pageant live. Now I blacked out. I completely blacked out.
Blacked all the way out, like it was Jackie Washington Day. Just
Child, but if I tell y'all, it was like I want y'all to know, child. I was and mind you, and I'm thinking, I always thinking stuff when I'm performing and everything, but this was kind of hard and even like performing and looking like I'm trying to like get my gist. They were so loud, I couldn't. Wasn't they loud, Lauren? They were so loud, I couldn't like even hear the music. So I'm trying to like sing the words because if I'm off, they're gonna take off points. And I'm trying to count these tables and all this kind of stuff, so I know how far to go and come back. And baby, next thing you know, I was on the floor and it was like, that hurt. Oh, my teeth is gone, and all I know is I seen something fly out my mouth. And I'm on the floor now. I can see Lauren standing right behind the judges, and when he's like pacing back and forth. It's funny now. It wasn't funny then, but I tell you, he pacing back and forth, and I'm like, I can't go here, I can't go there. Oh Lord, what to do? All I can do is continue today. I don't know. Child, seeing Beyonce fall down a flight of stairs and many things happened. My wig fell out before. All I knew was to keep going. I couldn't get out. So what am I gonna do? Stop? Am I just gonna stop what I'm doing and not continue and just walk off? So child, I had to finish. And what I didn't want to do was slang blood on the judges because now they
Ooh, that wouldn't have been nice.
That's what
I'm glad you finished because I didn't even know who won the pageant to the next day. After I saw that, I told you I blacked out. I was done for the rest of the night. I was gone.
But I just didn't. I never even as many pages. Not saying that anything like that, but as many pages as I have won. When I won USA Continental, Universal Latina, I never cried at a pageant. That was the only time that I have like really cried at a pageant because I didn't think that I was going to win still. And I was emotional because now I won the pageant, but I ain't got no teeth. I can't smile. And usually I'm like so excited. I just start screaming with excitement. I'll start screaming. Like I literally was boohoo crying because I'm like, I don't have no teeth. What am I gonna do, Lord? That's all I kept thinking about. And so I feel like it was the moment was bittersweet for me. It really was. It was bittersweet for me because I couldn't express how excited I really was about winning the pageant. And then in the back of my mind, I kind of think like, would you have won the pageant had that not happened? Oh, okay. Well, that's all I need. I need to know then. Because I do feel that way. Sometimes I'm like, because when I finished the talent and I walked off the thing, the child finally moved the ropes out the way. I moved out. Lawrence was right there. Lawrence had my hand and was whipping me through the audience. People was like high-fiving me as I'm going through the audience. Oh, you were amazing. I'm like, I got blood in my mouth and this and that. I'm like, this is crazy. Because they like was going crazy. I'm like, oh, child. And like that pageant is like a bunch of straight people. It's not just like a whole gay community. It's a bunch of straight people too. It's like one of the biggest things that goes on the island.
Mm-hmm. I went when Deranged won.
Oh, I went the first time I went, Raven won. And kind of was giving it up. That's what made me want to be the queen because I was like, child, the way these people is going crazy for these girls. This is crazy.
I have an uncle that's military, and he was stationed there in the Air Force Base, so I would always go around that time. But now he ain't over there no more. So live.
Child, I just couldn't believe. Like I never thought. I've always wanted to do the pageant. I never thought how I get like to do that pageant because of that showgirl costume thing. But if you know somebody that like do those things and you have a way, feathers and all that kind of stuff is the most expensive thing. That's the most expensive part of doing the pageant. And that being creative and knowing how to handle your costume. And to find out that my costume was just PVC pipes and duct tape and glue. And it could have like popped at any moment. Girl, that was like, that too. Like, I was like, if these things would have popped while I'm on the stage, because I didn't know that. They build your stuff backstage. And so, child, I'm like, okay, well, this is what I got on. I'm sure it's secure. Let me go out there and do that. And I can't smile, so I'm overcompensating for what I got to do, But it turned out that it was what they was looking for. It ain't the thing that you think it's gonna be. And I would look at, I'm like, oh, child, she won and she danced by herself. I'm like, oh, I know I can, because I really want to take dances and stuff.
So that was my friend calling me saying I got 45 minutes before I need to call him back, so I got to get off of him.
Oh,
you like to be accessible?
You beat me to it, Tevin. You bastard. You beat me to it. Oh, you accessible?
Oh, definitely am.
Okay, you ain't your daddy's child.
How many child?
But you know what? Speaking on that question, so since it's the after show, I got a question. What was the first pageant that you realized that pageants working for other people and they cheat? What's the first pageant you went to where you realized, oh, bitch, they working for other people?
Well, you want to know what pageant that we was like? You realize they cheated at?
That you felt like, oh, they cheat, they work for other people.
In the very first beginning, Bartinis.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna say a big pageant, but I think club pageants. I've seen them cheat at club pageants.
Somebody said the pageant that Chevelle won and Poison was crowned.
What pageant was that, Chevelle?
I said that for real.
Yes, I don't know.
What the gay black
Mind you, that's the pageant I was talking about.
Gay Black Houston.
Oh my God. What is that?
Essence.
Exactly. Child, good evening. Exactly. Yeah. That's when I realized, then.
You know what I realized it?
Me too. That was the first.
I didn't go to like a lot of. I realized it when Barbara Hare got first run up to Continental to Yoshika. That's when I realized it. I said, "Ooh, this is not how this is supposed to go." But it fell the way it fell. So after that, I was like, okay, now I know how things work.
No, Neo, you saw that at NBU first.
This shit the damn froze.
I'm just saying.
That's when you put something up like.
I'm telling you, that was like I was so confident that Barbara Hare had won the pageant when she called. Actually, when I was like so confident she won the pageant, when they called her out the first run up, that was the very first time I ever blacked out at the pageant.
Who you be with at the pageant when you black out? Who revives you when you black out? Because before I was a musician, I was an usher in the church.
I just completely blacked out. I don't know what happened.
I blacked out. I didn't know what happened. I woke up and I was in a taxi, head back to the hotel.
You might have been date raped.
Back then, he was in a taxi. Yeah, this Barbara Hare was in the pageant. He was in a taxi then.
Yeah.
Child, Kevin, we can't hear words you're saying.
Oh, I wasn't saying nothing.
Oh. You in the car?
Yeah.
You drive?
Oh.
Bitch, yes. What made you say?
You always in the air.
I wasn't sitting up right so I had to use my thing.
Shame on you, Ned. You know what was one of mine that was shocking? Not that they cheated or nothing. One of mine that was shocking, but it wasn't shocking in a bad way, was when Trinity Chevalier Black won Black America. Simply because I had heard so much about they would have never crowned her and all of this and all it. Now, she and I are not friends. We whatever. But I knew her. I've known Trinity for quite some time when I was an undergrad and started doing drag. And I knew that she always wanted to be Miss Black America. And even though she and I aren't friends, when she won, I inboxed her and said, congratulations, because, I wasn't no hater. But it was a shock to me, and kudos to her.
Yes.
No, didn't Lisa Cartier get first?
Yes, she did.
It wasn't no shock.
It wasn't a shock that she won. It was a shock that they crowned her.
No, yeah. It wasn't no shock. Now Lisa Cartier got first because she couldn't have won.
Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody.
Chevelle going to boo boo again.
And they didn't even tell us by this time.
And they said,
Not gonna raise up by my sister.
She done messed all over herself.
hello, somebody.
See what you made me do. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, I can tell y'all enough. Where you go with this tissue, honey? I can tell y'all another shocking moment for me in pageants was when my brother won National Showman. And then Tevin got what he got. That was another shocking moment for me.
Who won National Showman?
Monty.
That wasn't shocking knowing the system.
In the system, it was shocking to me.
It wasn't shocking knowing them.
Yeah, but it was shocking to me. Because I'm watching the pageant. I'm looking at it. That was like another one of those, somebody just put some on my books. Thank you, Jeff. Child, so I'm like, and then child, okay. So,
Man.
So, I ain't gonna even say it.
oh, another
Say it.
I got some now that they go. I'm like Celine Dion in there. It's all coming back to me now.
You know what?
I'm
like that.
Orlando
Let me.
to Brooklyn Heights. That was another shocking moment to me.
What happened?
When I lost Miss Orlando to Brooklyn Heights.
Oh, girl, yeah, that was.
That was another shocking moment for me. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Another shocking moment for me. Yeah, and I know she gonna think I'm being shady, but I'm not. When Cheyenne won Gondola Plus, I thought that would never happen. That was shocking to me, even though I wasn't there, and I still haven't seen the pageant. So, but it was.
What? When I tell you, Cheyenne had mollywopped those people.
See, okay, so but it was just just a thought, and y'all know, and I'm not being shady.
Now, speaking of Cheyenne, I did black out when Roxy won over her.
Roxy won over Cheyenne.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Cheyenne had been first runner-up 3 times.
She was first runner-up to Roxy.
Is that when because I heard about that though. That was like the year that they thought she was gonna win.
They thought who was gonna win?
Cheyenne, because she had clear talent.
That was Cheyenne's first year.
That was her first year.
Mm-hmm.
She was good. Now, I remember that.
Yes, man. I wasn't even there and was hearing about Cheyenne.
And I think that's why when she won, it was shocking to me that she won. Because y'all know by then I had stopped going. When Roxy gave it up, that was my last year, I think.
Well, yeah, I was very surprised that Cheyenne.
You might need to check your blood pressure because you black out a lot.
Baby, when I tell you, I black out a lot. It'd be like 4 or 5 times a year I black out.
When Dominique Chappelle won.
Oh, complete blackout.
Y'all gonna read me for this. For real. Y'all gonna read me. Y'all gonna read me. When I watched the pageant, I was like, okay.
She won. She won. She won the pageant.
First off, the same way
because if that's the case, they could have gave it to Sasha the year she did Greatest Star.
Or they could have gave it to Sasha the year before when she really whooped Erica Andrews.
Well, she beat Erica Andrews.
Well, you know, Erica Andrews never played sports, and that's the question they gave her, so she had prepared.
So I'm saying Miss Sasha definitely. Now the year Sasha definitely could have won Michelle year and Erica, and definitely she won Erica year. Dominique year, Dominique was consistent. Sasha was still better to me, but I can see where Dominique could have won. I can see where Dominique could have won, but I don't see nowhere where.
Good in evening gown. Dominique was good in question and answer, and she looked nice in swimsuit.
Yeah, she was, but Sasha looked better than her in swimsuit and evening gown. But I can still see where Dominique could have won. I can still see where Dominique could have won.
And Dominique, I think, won question and answer.
Well, Sasha should have been crowning her because Erica definitely did not win.
That's the best she ever looked in her career.
And I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say,
and that too. That played a part in it too. And I always tell somebody when they're like, "What do I need to do to like break through to the pageant?" You need to find a new look.
Yeah.
You need to find a new look.
Yeah.
You need to stop looking like how you looking. Ain't not
Wait. You need to stop looking how you're looking.
Not to say you don't look good, but it's something that you need. So let's try something different. Let's try a new makeup artist. Let's try another hairstylist. Let's try because ain't nothing wrong with the gown and stuff. It's probably you in it.
Yeah, get your face changed.
Get your face changed.
Hashtag stop looking how you're looking.
I think they
artists will make you look different.
I think they're just gonna cheat for whoever they want to cheat for at the time.
Oh boy.
Well, no, because sometimes they don't hear it like that, and then when they do work with somebody else, they end up winning.
Well, I'm still gonna say for the rest.
Dominique was that same Dominique Chappelle until she got Jennifer St. John.
Well, Dominique looked good that night, and Dominique and Dominique question.
Dominique have not won, don't really win anything until Jennifer St. John go with her.
Well, I remember that year that she won the pageant. She was giving up Liberty early that summer, and her and some people got into it, and they told her that she would not be Miss Continental because she said, "I'm going to win Miss Continental this year." And later that year,
who she was getting into it with?
It was at Liberty.
Who she was getting into it with? You said
it was like
it was a long time ago. You can go and say it now.
It was Sasha, Jasmine was there. It was like people who were forming Liberty, like because she was giving up Liberty, and she said, "I'm going to be Miss Continental this year," and she said it at the pageant, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to win the pageant." She's like, "I'm really preparing," and she came through, and she did the thing. Like the one thing about Dominique that I did like, her question and response was really good. However, with that being said, I would still say for the rest of my life, Sasha Valentino should have been crowning her because she should have hands down won the year before. Now, if I'm saying this at the risk of
when that happened, being that she didn't, and Dominique really surpassed that, they could not crown her. Even though
the same way they crowned Erica.
Had they crowned Sasha the year Dominique would have won, they would have been okay with that. Everybody would have been okay. But Dominique ended up winning the pageant. They were really actually fair that year.
So you're gonna pick that year to be fair, but all the other years prior to that.
Hey, look. It's the word of pageantry. I just don't know. Look, and I say that only because, and I say that because I never think that anything that I have won has been given to me. And it's a
Oh no,
they
don't.
didn't give me Essence because I lost it. I lost it to
Oh,
points.
they gave you All American. I mean the Goddess pageant.
They ain't give me that either.
Damn, shut your ass up and you judge.
They ain't give me that either. So when I won Miss US of A, and for me to be able to do that, I'ma always fight for that person. And you know, if you won, you won. You know, and they were fair. I'm sorry.
Let me explain to people. I'm seeing people in the comments. I'm not against Erica. I'm just saying how I felt about the moment. Now, if y'all feel I'm against Erica, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I'm gonna tell you I'm never okay. I'm against Erica, so I'm not gonna come to San Antonio. But
That's stupid. That's stupid, and that's stupid for them to even think that. It's just it has been clear and it has been said, and that's why she's an honorary Miss Continental, because there were a couple times where that woman won the pageant.
yes.
Well, as the reigning Miss Continental Breakfast, I think that
Mother, I love y'all. I gotta go.
See you later.
I love y'all. Bye.
I'm Miss
That's
Continental
the problem. Like,
Breakfast.
people think just because I have a different opinion, I don't dislike Erica.
Yeah, that
Actually-
takes nothing away from Erica.
Actually,
That's just
First off, I used to always tell people like I think Erica was my favorite person in pageantry ever when I first came out was the other Erica. Erica Norrell. Erica Norrell that's my number one person.
She couldn't do no wrong.
I don't think nobody can beat Erica Norrell on her. If everybody on the A game, she will win. So, but I do think that particular night, Sacha Valentino was a little better. Just, I mean, the same way I think on Barbara Harris night when she got first run up, I thought she was better. I mean, it just.
I love Barbara Hart. But I think there was a time when SV should have won, and there were times when everybody was saying that she should have won and she shouldn't have won. And I totally get it.
Where's she at?
And who?
Barbara Harris, I think she's staying in New York.
Oh, she's still in office.
Yeah.
She in New York. Girl, what you mean? Where she at?
I just ain't, you just ain't heard nothing about it.
I already know you was talking about Barbara Hart. I was like, girl, I'm talking about Sacha Valentino.
Well, no.
Wait.
Yeah, child. I'm like, child. But I think there were times, but I'm just gonna always fight for that person that actually won if I seen it. With time there have been times when I've been at the pageant and I've been like, I ain't see that.
And that's why we tell people my opinion don't mean nothing outside of what I think. My opinion don't hold no weight nowhere. Now, if my opinion hold weight to you, that's your problem.
No. You be on that panel making your opinion count.
No, I don't judge Continental.
You judge pageant.
You be on.
Oh yeah.
You be on other things. You be on other things.
And the right person comes out, like when I judged, and my best friend was in the pageant against Tevin, and Tevin won.
That one, not the next.
What was the next one?
That's why I don't ever want to judge, because the last time I judged a particular pageant, a certain girl didn't win, and I'm out after the pageant. We having a good time, chilling, smoking, playing cards, all that, drinking. At the after set, after the pageant. Her and her friends walk in the little thing, and they was like, oh, hi, Chevelle. And I didn't even go do all the stuff, but the hi, Chevelle. And I was like, hey. And they was like, oh, mama, you work so and so. I did what? And I'm sure I posted, I put down what I thought, was wrong so we end up having little words or whatever. Years come later, and I told the person, I was like, girl, look, I explained to you what I thought, but I'm just one person. So evidently somebody else felt the same way, or this, that, and the third. So now we back at this pageant again, and it's years later, and this person walks up. I'm like, hey. She with her entourage and stuff, and they say, oh, hey, Chevelle. They hug me. Oh, I haven't seen you since the last time you worked so and so. Miss King, are you serious right now? Are you kidding me? Because last time I told you that, I'm like, girl. I'm like, that's why I don't want to. No. Mm-mm.
Oh, see, Tevin and Joaquin, y'all see the difference between my story and Chevelle's story? See, I don't use so and so. I say names.
This time.
Every time I say names.
This time.
No, every time.
You'd have been in some after hours. You said no names.
I'll
be in the comments saying, say the name.
Okay, well,
let me tell you.
I don't want to say names.
Let me tell you.
It was Christina Ross. Christina Ross. And Christina felt like her people felt like I worked her, and I felt like I didn't because the talent was a whole shebang mess. And and at that time we were judging the pageant, and we were up in the balcony. So we could look down onto the stage and we could see everything, opposed to looking straight ahead and we can't see what's going on behind the person. So like all the girls that had on all the headpieces and stuff, y'all were doing the stuff, but y'all was messing up.
And you could see the lines, you could see the shape ain't right.
I could see all of that. And then I don't like when you want to come out and dance and do all the movements and kick and all that with the headpiece, but you got to hold it. No, don't wear it. Put a wig on. So if you got a problem with that, run up.
That's why you worked me for Miss Continental Breakfast last year, but I showed you this year.
I'm a little offended that you said I don't say names. I say names all the time, Joaquin. It's been times where they've got off the line because I've mentioned the Tommy Ross name. I've mentioned Nice. I've mentioned names.
Now you want to go back.
I'm just giving references because I mentioned names. Because at the end of the day, if I have to say something, I'm not going to say so and so. I'm going to give a story and I'm going to give a reference to who I'm talking about.
Let me see. Now I wanted to go back to this. Chevelle,
now who let the dogs out?
Chevelle, what you think when Jacqueline and Tamisha won US of A? We kind of pick it on Continental a lot. Let's spread the love. Well,
Tamisha won USA.
Tamisha won US of A, and Jacqueline did too. I think. Yeah. Now, okay, so
that's when she broke her leg on stage.
Let me say this, and I don't even know what year it was. I'm so gung ho. Layla LaRue, that's like one of my mentors. So the year that she wore, the camouflage dress with the bullet thing. Oh, okay, you making a statement? Like, okay. I don't care. I live. So the year that she wore the black dress with the was it a butterfly or something in the back?
Mm-hmm.
Who won that year?
Was it Raquel?
I think that's the year she won. Whatever it is, I think that's the year she won. I honestly think, because then the year that she won, who was first runner up?
I don't know. I didn't go that year.
because the year she won, somebody was first one, but I think was it Tamisha? Did she crown Tamisha?
I don't know. I know I was there when Tamisha won. She did the Mr. Melody challenge.
I should know, right? But y'all can tell me everything about Continental. Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah. So, okay, great. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. See now you picking. Is that the year that Courtney did Deedles? Because at the year that she did Deedles, I thought she was absolutely amazing, and that was the jazz talent, and that's one of my favorite Courtney Van Wells talents. See, I used to know things about pageants, but being that now I'm so in them now, I kind of forget stuff. And so, but the year that Courtney Van Wells did Deedles, it's a jazz talent. Courtney Van Wells was absolutely amazing. And they even say the year that Natasha Richards won, when Monica Monroe was first, that she should have won. Monica Monroe should have won. But they didn't like the fact that Monica had on a fabric dress, but the fabric dress was sickening. And it was edgy, but it was before their time, and they, stuck on this type of look. And that's the thing about pageants. But child, oh my God, that Deedles talent, that was one of Courtney Van Wells' best work. It was so sickening. I need to find that video. It was sickening. People need to see that because she was sickening. But child, they had a lot of shockers at Miss USA back then. Because I always say everybody won, that one should have won. I always stand out by that.
It's because it's always close.
It is.
Because of the way it's structured. It's made that way. To give you
It's almost time for Nia to go park that Big Mac truck right in somebody's garage.
They calling girl. They call it. It was Sadie C. Sanders. It was child.
I have two people on deck for the night.
C.
Well, really one person.
Are you the choreographer? Who is this? Courtney took it to the kids that one. Oh yeah. Courtney was good the year Tommy won Continental.
That's a Courtney fan right there. They is pushing.
Ain't that a Courtney fan? Chris, are you the choreographer that did the choreography for Courtney? Because I thought this is a guy named Chris that did the choreography. He used to be really he was from Dallas. And it was hard to find like choreographers then and stuff to make things look unique and all that kind of stuff like that. And that's when she had Chris and Whitney had the dancers from Dallas that worked for the teams, whatever the sports teams was, that kind of stuff.
Some other moments I was like really shocked in, but it's not a bad thing. Like shocked in a memorable way was like when Nina West won EOY, like her gown was that was like really memorable and shocking to me.
Baby, not that
Stephanie Beaufield, Man of La Mancha.
Oh, Stephanie Beaufield, Man of La Mancha was
Man of La Mancha.
Yeah.
So I never saw Stephanie Beaufield, but I did see Erica Norrell when she won Continental.
But that was Stephanie Beaufield, and that was her tribute to her.
So when she did that talent, bitch, that was the end of the pageant for me. I'm like,
when Stephanie did it, that was the end of the pageant.
That was it, baby. Because if Stephanie had looked beautiful, that boy was beautiful. I never seen him in person. All I've seen has been pictures and everything. That child was beautiful. And the talent was immaculate.
The people in the talent, you would have thought they was in the movie.
Erica Norrell made me want. She made me want. Like, if I ever did a pageant, I would want to do it for talent.
So, had you ever seen Stephanie's?
No.
Oh, you need to see Stephanie Beaufield. You need to see Stephanie.
It's everything. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's
When I
like,
tell you, she took up the stage from left to right with people in props like they was
and
in a real city.
it looks like a Broadway play.
That's how I felt when I was at Continental when Erica Norrell won. It was about 20 people on
Oh,
stage. I'm like,
child, you just like, okay, Erica Norrell. Oh, girl.
well, let me explain something to you guys. The first pageant I went to when I came out was
It used to be
2000.
like that about Kenny Little too.
Oh, yeah. So the first pageant I went to was in 2001. And so 2001, that's when I saw Alexis win USA. And
Gabrielle
then
Cherison.
yes. And then 2 months later, I went to EOY and saw Nicole win EOY. And then after that, I saw the catastrophe when Barbara Hare lost the pageant.
To who?
Yoshika.
Yoshiko.
And I like Yoshika, but I'm like, Barbara Hare played the pageant. But then when Erica Norrell won, that was like the most. Erica Norrell was like the most. It was the most fabulous thing I ever seen because I've never seen at the time. I never seen a bitch do a talent with this many people on stage, and they in characters, they in costume, they are just in full out illusion. Because when it was just amazing.
Child, if I tell you, and another talent I have to give it to is what's her name? US Van Lords. No. Be with Dina Cass from Ohio. Alicia Markstone. Alicia Markstone's with the two kids.
Yes.
Sound of Music. Is it Sound of Music? It's Biella Doge, Mary Poppins. That her Mary Poppins, that right there is one of the most sickening talents also.
Yes, I was actually
topped it for me too.
I heard her Ginger's Clown talent.
That was probably, I forgot about that. That was probably the first pageant I went to.
I heard Joaquin said it was sickening too.
When she did at Continental. Yes. When I tell you, it brought a tear to my eye. You could hear a pin drop in that building when she did Sit in the Clowns. Clowns was coming out of her.
And Tommy Ross helped her with that talent.
Did she?
Yeah, Tommy Ross helped her.
Who talent y'all talking about?
Ginger Manchester.
Oh.
She turned Sit in the Clowns, and the way that the props were moving as they were coming out was so sickening, and the lighting on them. And I watched it from the top because Armani was in the paint, was in the plus, and Amy DeMilo. Amy DeMilo was in the elite division, and Armani was in the plus. So I was at the top. It was so beautiful.
You know who else talent was good? Dang on shoot. New York lady do wigs. First runner up at Miss USA, and that was a gag for everybody. Big White Room. In the box.
In the box.
In the box. Big White Room.
The town that Curie be doing.
Margot Power. Margot Power.
You're not gonna talk about my sister.
I didn't talk about it. I said that's the town that Curie
I know we just
doing.
gonna leave it right there.
Well,
my twin.
That's where Akira got it from. But if I tell you, and Miss Thang, and I'm just talking to her, and she was telling me about that was the first time she ever did it. Like ever, yeah, that was the first time she ever did it was when she was in Miss USA, that preliminary night, because she was planning on doing something final night, but they had lived for it, so they had told her don't change, so she had to get like everything over and do it again.
But you know what was a good talent
So
to me,
basically,
and I'm
I'm
gonna
getting
be
that Rocky
biased.
Team sister not original.
Wait.
You know, in the words of Gladys Knight, all this stuff been warmed over and redone.
And it's all right. I'm glad they getting there, but
And I'm glad
somebody
they finally got the message. But you know what was a good talent to me, and not because I created it, and not because she's my mother, but Armani's Hattie.
Oh, you created that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's a good talent too.
The night before the pageant.
Oh.
I like that talent.
Yeah,
Hattie.
Child, what talents have y'all always?
Well, on the flip end, what's some of the worst talents y'all done saw?
Who?
Oh, wait a minute. Let me go right here real quick. Wait a minute. Before we go there, and I don't care what you say, Neil, can't nobody do Papa Pope like Tevin.
Oh,
Like
child.
And I don't know if I hosted or judged the pageant when Tevin did it. Remember in New Orleans, and I went up to you and said, "Now, bitch, you are Papa Pope."
No, indeed, child.
Where'd that come from?
Scandal.
No, I'm saying but that wasn't even the topic of conversation.
No, you were talking about memorable talents, because you're just a boy. You will always be a boy.
Child.
Well, of course it's gonna be memorable if that's the only thing he done did in the last 10 years.
A lie. That's a lie. You wasn't that showman.
Oh no.
Yeah. I do.
I heard you. I did hear you won the pageant, but
wait a minute, Chevelle. What's her name? Plus, she did Continental Plus, and then turned around and did Continental from New York. Sang opera, tore them up. Asian girl.
Jasmine LeBage, the thick girl.
Jasmine Rice LeBage. That was cute. That was the same night of Sending the Clowns.
You know, before we talk about horrible talents, another good talent was that I forgot her name. She never won Continental, but she used to do it. But Chevelle, you know, she did like the Cats talent, and she was really good. A Latino girl.
Kim Moore.
Yeah, Kim Moore. She was. I thought that's like one of my favorite talents too. Okay, now going to the horrible talents. So
you couldn't wait to say that.
Child, horrible talents. If they horrible, I don't remember.
I'm gonna say any boy that does take time for talent is horrible to me.
I would die for you. I would die for you. Now they doing I would die for you as a production.
Any boy that does a Rhythm of Love or take time.
No. Let me make it broader. Any boy that takes a girl song and drops the voice, and they think that it makes them sound like a boy, and it really doesn't. It makes them sound like an asthmatic old woman. And smoke cigarettes and drink brown liquor.
Hi, I'm Lettucey.
That don't sound like.
Hi, I'm Lettucey. I'm Lettucey.
Oh.
Hey, Josh.
Trinity's radio talent. When I first seen that, I thought that was absolutely sickening. Now
that ain't what you just text us in the group message.
Bitch, I want to bring that radio talent back. I was trying to think, where could I do that it would suffice though?
Anywhere.
Continental breakfast.
I'm gonna spend a little money on it because all that shit I made, bitch. That my costume was toys from the Dollar Tree, literally. I built all of that. I painted that prop. I sold them cat suits. I made all
Just
Nah,
make another one. We got you.
I want some robots, bitch. Like I want some real robots coming across the stage, like life size, big one.
Well, if you want a plus size one, I'll do it.
I can wear my Duval presentation.
Please don't do that.
Think about that, but just like amplified, bigger.
Oh, don't think about that because that was a shitty mess.
No. It was the people that was a mess.
His Duval presentation was very MBU virtual pageant. The idea was wonderful.
No, the MBU virtual pageant was unrealistic stuff.
Okay, you know what? Let me explain that to you. Now I'm glad I'm on here so I can really break that down. So for me,
Ooh, child.
I think the contingent of the pageant was everybody posted things that they liked. T.I. kind of really set the standard for the idea because I was just shooting the shit because it was like, okay, well, girl, we can't go to the pageant. I, would have liked to look like this. So when T.I. started posting, she was putting the hair with the jury and stuff. I said, oh, okay, well, this makes virtually sense. I could see this being a whole decent look. And then it just kind of went from there. But like I said, some people were just posting shit that's not realistic because, like I told you, you can't walk in that.
Yeah, like so the stuff you was posting, we can see you in that. But stuff other people was posting, no man, we ain't see you in nothing halfway decent looking as that.
I love my Gia. She fucked us up in sportswear, but you're not putting that on. You damn sure wearing it.
Oh, y'all talking about Universe virtual pageant?
Yes, girl.
She
wore her ass out.
What you say,
she wore her ass thin, but no.
Okay, so mind you, the stuff that Jill the gown and the sportswear that she put on there, I sent Jill that stuff damn near 3 years ago. But I was like, you're gonna have to lose 40 pounds before you can do
she never lose the 40 pounds, so that means she never never wore it or got it made. So she gonna use it in this since I ain't got to see. That's how you work it.
But look how it works. The same images you saw her, she posted, and virtually she won the pageant.
You sponsored her and she won the pageant. Look at that.
You would have been envy,
Somebody you found a sponsor won.
Okay, I see somebody named Timothy questions Chevelle. Why do you think Natasha Braxton never won USA? Because she stopped running. That's simple. She stopped running. You can win. You gotta be in it to win.
That's all I got too, Jim.
The best pageant I have ever competed for.
What?
US of A. That was everything people said it was gonna be. It wasn't a stressful week. The only time it got stressful was final night, and that was because, bitch, I couldn't get my props to the venue on time. We had to. Right. It was a whole, but the week, like, bitch, you just did registration, then you go tip, then you do one thing, then you do something else, then you meet people and they nice, and all the performers were like really, like, it felt like my money didn't go to waste.
I enjoy competing for Miss USA. Ain't nothing else I can do in the system. So, child, I like it. I love competing for it. It's a fun week, especially if you know what you're doing.
It was good. It was one of my favorite interviews. It was the first time I interviewed as a boy, and I felt the most comfortable. And everybody there I knew. And like after the fact, like, Tommy was like, "I'm glad you came as a boy because you just look comfortable. You look like you can go in here and say what you need to say." And
people have to know that, like in doing drag and all that kind of stuff, you have to know like what makes you feel comfortable. If it makes you feel comfortable going in drag or out of drag. I never won interview when I was competing up until I won Miss US of A. And by that time, I hadn't transitioned at the time, but I went to interview as a girl. And I won interview in my group, and that showed me then that I was comfortable with myself and interview and being who I am. And that's how I end up winning interviews. So that's how it is to me, is going to interview and be truthful and honest and comfortable within yourself and how you look.
Yeah,
and listen to the answers and give a fluid answer.
Because
And don't get stuck up about it.
I'm talking on the behalf of Trinity. Like I'm the manager and she's the artist, bitch, and I have to go ahead and like land this deal, and I need to be comfortable doing it.
Well, sometimes you're gonna have to send the manager in to do Trinity's job, because Trinity's job is to perform.
Exactly. That's how I look at it for energy.
So you need the manager in to seal the deal, and that's what interview.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I just thought about? What else I hate?
Lord, what do you hate now?
And Neil, what would that be, honey?
I hate when people do gospel talents and always do it as homeless people. Like, why do people have to be homeless and broke and poor and dirty? I hate that.
I do too, especially as a born again Christian white woman. Jesus ain't gonna make everybody poor.
But how you have like warm clothes and new shoes?
I'm like, I just hate it.
Why do all of them have to wear that circle dress with the puffy sleeve?
That's a gospel dress.
Who said that? That is the Jasmine Bonet's gospel dress.
Rella.
No, Jasmine Bonet.
Well, Chevelle, that brings me to another question. That Tanisha and I were talking about a while ago. When people say in the pageant, "Oh, you need on a gospel shoe." Well, what's that? Because some of the shoes that I be seeing at church, you can wear them to the pink, or you can wear them to the praise.
What is a gospel shoe?
Maybe that's a wedge.
Master.
You know what else I hate for talent too?
Please tell me, Neil.
When people do that, Vanessa Bell Armstrong and who is that? Daryl Coley song for talent.
Daryl Coley, don't give up on Jesus.
That's a duet to me. That is not a talent song. And I judged the pageant one time. It was Sweetheart actually, and a male contestant did that same song for talent, and then a female contestant did the same song for talent. And I'm like, that's a duet. At no point does one person outdo the other person. Like it's equal parts, and so it's hard for somebody to be the lead in that song.
I don't like that either. I don't like that either. I can't get with that. That Daryl Coley song.
Mark DeJour. What I don't hate is like the red light special that I'm about to have tonight. I don't.
Can you explain to us in detail what is the red light special?
I don't like I don't hate my entanglement.
You better not hate this. No, you don't hate your entanglements.
Yes. What I don't hate Cardi B.
Can you tell us what the red light special is?
You never heard TLC song?
But you interpretation of talent and songs and stuff. So I want to know what your interpretation is. See, because like Erica had her interpretation of Man of La Mancha, it wasn't the same as Stephanie Bofield. I want to know what your interpretation is.
But he lived for that. But we had the pleasure of being able to see the original. You know, because there are times when they don't get to see the original. And so when they see something else and they think it's their first time, like Beyonce, you know, she copied from a lot of people. So they think it's their first time seeing it, and that's what sticks them. No, but then she got that from somebody. And then when they see the original, or they probably even hadn't even looked for the original, you know. So it's always somebody, and people are always redoing things over and over. So that's what he liked, and we like the original.
I got a question.
What?
Are you done with the kids?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Like
kids?
What you
on my end, yeah.
What y'all not finna take me?
Kids there. Cause bitch, you going to jail.
Am I done with having kids?
Yeah, like is it like a thing in gay life where it's just like, okay, my tubes are tied? Or like do you still mentor? I mean,
That's
like
a hard,
I see like
that's a
some
hard
Well,
line.
I
babies.
won't say that. I won't say there is a time when your tubes are tied. It has been a time when I didn't have a child for a very long time. And sometime like I'm used to having like one of my kids that I'm very close to. And sometimes you grow apart. You know, and they grow up and they go and do their own things. But then you also get somebody else that you also connected to, and then y'all draw another attachment, and that's how that child comes along. I don't get children like like that. I don't have them, and then it'd be a long time before I even officially say that if I chose you and you say okay, that's a different story. But if you ask me. Now I'm gonna put you on a trial basis.
Tevin, have you ever done drag?
Tevin.
I just have nice features. No.
You know what? Looking at you, you were doing that. You would look like Tierra Russell.
I might be cute.
Tierra Russell,
okay.
She's one of my. Despite her being full, bitch, that was one of my favorite lives. I look forward to Tierra going live.
I used to
she
look
was full, but bitch, she was performing.
I be up at 5 with her and 2 other people.
I was one of the other person. I was all her people.
Yes, man, I just want y'all to be safe.
I need y'all to be safe and social distance. Stay 6 feet from the person in front of you. If you're in front of me, give me 10.
She just really enjoyed herself.
Yes, she did. Whatever that was green in her cup.
Bitch, whatever she did, I was there. Whenever she logged in, bitch, I was there. If I tell you I was a fan of Tierra Russell's, and I was so happy she had did it, whether she was Tierra or Terrence, I was right there. She entertained the fuck out of me, honey.
Chicago girls are like one of my favorite girls to watch.
Can't get tired and burn until we have one together. Oh,
you out of there, Carlita?
Child,
out of there.
I ain't no more babies.
No, ma'am.
Mm-mm.
So you can't be unrelated to the whole America.
I want a child. I don't want a pageant daughter. I don't want a pageant daughter. I don't want a pageant son. I don't.
All of my kids are just like my kids. They're not like my I don't have any little secret weapons or any little, but I don't run across a lot of people who want to be entertainers who have my same entertainment value or love for the form that way. And I feel like if I'm going to make or mold another me, they need to have at least somewhat of those same attributes. And the people I run across don't necessarily do, or they don't live in Atlanta, which is weird because you would think. But I just feel like the idea of drag here is not as hectic as it was 10 years ago when I got it.
Yeah, the kids I do have, which I think I'm done with kids. They all have a piece of me in them that I see in myself in them. And so my first 5 kids aren't even pageant people. So those kids who people really don't know from the pageant world, those are some of my closest kids who I talk to on the daily basis. Those are almost my girlfriends at this point because we came around. Jada is my first pageant daughter, and then from her, I got other pageant kids. But all of my kids, I see something in me.
How you become a pageant father and you ain't won shit?
I ain't got to win.
It's
not about winning shit.
Anything to do with him being.
I can still tell people how to win stuff though, and
I'm just asking shit, for me to be a child, I came up under my upbringing was Jada Iman from Miami and Sheena and Tatiana. Those are the people that I came up under. So I learned how to do drag from people who taught me how to do drag. Like, how do I come to you and say, Neil, I need to know
Because
how to.
see, Neil can tell you, Trinity, those pads are not right.
So why
Neil
you ain't tell me that last weekend traffic?
Well, we talk about getting ready for a pageant. Neil can tell you that hair dry. We're not gonna do that hair. We can go through every category from step to step. Jada, Yaheem, Zodiac, Gabriel, Darnell, who was Black American Junior last year. All of them, I can produce winners.
That's fair. That's what I said about. I was just talking about the same thing when it comes to ballroom. I brought several people.
Well, what else can you produce?
Why what?
What else can you produce?
Human.
Back to the red light special.
Well, I don't want a person to be my child because they want to do pads and stuff. That's the thing that I just don't want. And as far as like my dad, because I only have one mama, and as far as my dads and stuff like that, I don't go to them for that. That's not what they for. And my drag mama, which is Calexis, I go to her all the time. I go to her all the time. Once I solidify what I want, then I'm gonna tell her this is what I'm doing. What you think?
You only got one mama?
Yes.
I gotta do better.
Yes. Yes. Jennifer St. John was somebody that I looked up to and was one of my mentors in the business and wanted her to be mama. So I call her mama sometimes, but Calexis is my mama.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say, bitch, your mama a butch queen. That's secret.
So you know who Jennifer St. John?
Yeah, I forgot. I don't know.
When I first came out, I wanted to be everything Jennifer St. John was, and that pageant that C. Sanders was talking about, Essence. Jennifer painted me for that pageant. I wanted to be Jennifer St. John so bad. I wanted to win whatever she won. That's why I wanted to be Miss Texas. That's why I wanted to be Miss Jefferson County. She was beautiful. She was elegant. She was dark skinned, and she was just she was everything. And that's who I wanted to be like. But I didn't want to perform like her. I just wanted to have that aura that she exuded and the grace and elegance that she looked, and that's how I wanted people to see me as. And she didn't at the time it was like, you know, how you had that little drag queen that looked up to you and wanted to be like you, and it kind of get on your nerves. So that's probably how she had kind of viewed me at the time, because I would go and sit at her house all day while she get ready for the show and just like look at her and how she go about her day of getting ready for the show. So when I did a show, I did those same things, you know, and how she went about her day and all that kind of stuff like that. I thought she was everything. And so it was it's things that she has taught me that I will keep with me all the time and made me who I am today. And it's things that Calexis always was like, you know, that was my friend. And we became really close.
I wanted, the first person I saw that I was infatuated with was Jasmine Bonet. And that's when I saw Continental 98. And anything I could find of hers, I would look for. And it remember like lock photos out of Orlando, like anything I could find on the internet. She was on my room wall, bitch. I didn't have Beyonce. It was JB. This is
yes. I got one of them too.
A lot of us that don't drag that long, we have that, but we didn't. A lot of these kids look up to the Ariana Grandes and Beyonces and all that kind of stuff like that. But we actually had inspirations that we got inspiration from to be who we are.
Let me tell you,
I learned music through drag. It wasn't the actual artist. It was the queen doing the song that made me.
It was her song.
Music.
Let me tell you what mine was. Mine was Chevelle Brooks.
Girl, get up.
And I don't know if you remember this, Chevelle, but I remember like it was yesterday. I was a big Chevelle Brooks could do no wrong in my eyes. I would take pictures like back in dial-up time, go on the internet on Carrie Fairfield and find Chevelle in pages and print the pictures out and cut them up and put them in a scrapbook. Armani Davenport knew that. And she said to me, "You really like her?" I said, "I think she is the most amazing person ever." So one day, Armani was getting ready for MBU, and she had to go to Houston for Marcus to make her clothes. And Armani said, "I'm going over somebody's house. You should come in. I don't like going over people's houses." And I said, "No, I'll just sit and wait in the car." She said, "No, bitch, get out the car." We went to Chevelle Brooks's house.
I love how you're talking like she dead, bitch, and we just.
I never knew that. You know, when I never know how people even actually feel about me or even look at me, period, because I don't even think of myself like that, bitch. I think I'm just like everybody else. Bitch, you come to the house, okay, bitch, if I'm looking at the mess, come on in.
And let me tell you, the first thing Chevelle Brooks said to me was, I was sitting over there and I was just sitting there shaking like, "Oh my God, that's Chevelle Brooks." Like, bitch, fuck Beyonce. This is Chevelle Brooks. And you said to me, "Bitch, what's wrong with you?" And so a couple, like maybe a year or two later, Neo and Silky were Mr. and Miss MBU. And we were at a prelim in New Orleans, and I share the picture all the time. And I went up to her and said, "Do you remember me?" Uh-huh.
That's the first time I knew that I met you. That's the first time. And I didn't know.
You said to me, "You're the one that came to my house." And I said, "Uh-huh."
And see, I didn't never put two and two together that you were like even the same person. I don't even remember the time you came with Amani, but I remember you asking me to take that picture with you in New Orleans that time. And I always remember that. And that's how I knew who you was then. But I'm not like that. And I don't even think, you know, people realize, you know, that I'm not, you know, I don't think I'm that. And people don't want to approach me or hang out with me or, you know, think they can't say hi because I'm supposed to be Chevelle Brooks. Girl, child, please.
But you're supposed to have.
But watch this,
you a celebrity.
Even at Heavenly.
I don't think
when you
that's what you are. And that comes with the territory. I'm the same. I want to smoke and chill with people, but they put you in this box. They'll sit across the room and stare at you and won't say shit to you because they feel like they're not entitled to.
Yeah, and that irritates me. So I'm wondering, like, why you sitting up there looking at me like that?
And let me tell you, even at Heavenly, we were at registration, and I was sitting down, and T.I. had asked me something, and I started talking, and you looked at me and said, "Tawaka Team, is that you?" I said, "Uh-huh."
See, girl, and I don't even remember anything. I don't remember any of that stuff, child. That is so funny, honey. But you never know who the impact that you have on people when they first meet you. That's why,
because it's a couple in the line that I can't stand to this day because how they treated when I first met. But we're not gonna talk about that.
Child. Even one time with Stasha Sanchez, when we first all started hanging together and everything, and they would come down here, and I had to pull her to the side and tell her, "Baby, I'm not a fan of yours. Hold on, child, I'm your friend." You know, at least that's what I thought. Now, don't treat me like I'm finna be like, "Girl, hold on, we do the same thing." Me, you, who? Hold on. So if we go do this, you know, let me know now. Even with Erica Andrews, one time we were in Atlanta, Georgia, and it was for Miss Georgia USA, and we went to the club on that Monday night or whatever that was for the show. We had that show. And then we did the pageant. And me and Erica hung out the whole time. When we got back to San Antonio and she got around her friends and all the people that live in we Erica Andrews, because you hang with me now because you in Atlanta. They don't care. So you got nobody to hang with. So you hang with me. But when we get back to San Antonio with all your people, you act like you don't see me. Hold on, baby. Are we gonna be friends, or are we gonna be what we was like? What we doing right now? If you gonna treat me like that, let me know now so I know how to handle you. So me and you, we ain't even got to do it. And so from then on, that's when me and Erica have really became friends. Because I'm not no fan of yours. I'm not finna sit up here and live and breathe and all this kind of stuff like that. I don't do that. I live and breathe for Belinda, my mama. That's what I live for. Me and you, we on the same thing.
You know, I just thought about something else that I really hate too.
And what might that be?
These people out here who have like 4 and 5 mamas and daddies. I really hate that. Like, why you need so many mamas and daddies? Like,
Whoever's hot at the moment.
yes, like whoever the hottest new thing is, you want them to be your mama. That irks my soul. I hate that.
I hate that when I have a child and they go and get them another mama. That kind of.
Oh, now if you do that, then that's your person.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I just don't like that. That just ain't never been my job.
I can't be your daddy, and then 2 months later you call and tell me your daddy. Oh well, me and you just girlfriends now.
Then you can give them a red light special.
You said what?
Then you can give them the red light special.
Well, you got to do that first.
Oh, park that Big Mac truck.
Right in the little garage.
And your medium-sized bat.
If the garage is not little, then you become a girlfriend.
Oh, child. Well, child, I think I'm gonna have to end this. Oh, this is cute. I didn't realize how cute this mug was. This is adorable.
Yeah, I'm headed to the casino. I'm late.
Oh, you headed to the casino, child?
Yes,
this is fun. We ain't done an after show in a very long time, child. This was cute.
It's fun.
So now I'm gonna go to work. I'm virtually. I'm getting ready to call everybody that's at Hamburger Mary's for the Boom Boom Room and see what tonight is looking like.
Yes.
So I can monitor some things and see what's going on. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Carlita.
To, our point of view after show. Next week we have our special guest is Fantasia Lamore, who will be here to give her point of view. And then the week after that is Maya Ross Monroe, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. And don't forget, we also have the Divas show on November 25th and 27th. Please subscribe to the YouTube page on Chevelle Brooks 75 and be able to get your gist. It's an amazing night. Amazing night. Thank you, Jawakatima, for being a part of this. We appreciate you. If y'all need some flyers or anything, please see Jawakatima. Hit her up, Jawakatima Davenport, on Facebook, and she will get that out to you. Her turnaround time is absolutely sickening. Neil, thank you so much. I'm sure you can turn the red light on like SV, like she always does.
That's where I get it from.
I know. You say a family that plays together stays together.
Stays together.
Ain't no fun if your sister can't get none.
That's why you don't ever see me with family drama.
Yeah, because it'd be a bunch of entanglements. Anyway, Tammy, I love you so much.
Love you too, Mo.
And I will see you on next week. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we will see y'all.
Good night.
Good night.